Have you ever walked away from a conversation feeling guilty, even though you didn't do anything wrong? Or maybe you've agreed to something that didn't feel right deep down, but you couldn't say no. What if I told you that you might be getting manipulated without even realizing it? Manipulation isn't always loud or obvious. It can be quiet, friendly, and even caring on the surface. It doesn't only happen in toxic relationships or movies. It can happen anywhere. At work, among friends, or even in families. In this video, we're going to talk about 5 clear signs that you're being manipulated without even knowing it. And once you understand these signs, you'll start seeing manipulation for what it truly is. Control disguised as care. Let's get started. Before we get into the signs, it's important to understand what manipulation really means. Manipulation happens when someone uses emotions like guilt, fear, or confusion to control your behavior for their own benefit. It's when someone makes you act against your own best interest, and somehow they make you feel like it was your idea all along. Think of it like driving a car. You're holding the steering wheel, but the manipulator isn't sitting beside you. They're whispering in your ear, guiding you where they want you to go. And before you know it, you're off your own path, wondering how you got there. Let's now go through the 5 main signs that reveal you're being manipulated. Sign number 1, they make you feel guilty for saying no. Have you ever told someone no and immediately felt like you were a bad person for doing it? That's not a coincidence. That's guilt manipulation. Manipulators are great at twisting things around. When you set a boundary, they act hurt, disappointed, or even offended, all to make you feel responsible for their emotions. It sounds like, after everything I've done for you, you can't even help me this one time? Or, I guess I just don't mean much to you anymore. They aren't attacking you directly. They're controlling you emotionally. Each time you give in, you teach them that guilt works. Soon, you'll start saying yes just to avoid feeling bad. But here's the truth. You have the right to say no. Boundaries aren't selfish. If someone truly respects you, they won't punish you emotionally for setting limits. Feeling guilty isn't a sign that you did something wrong. It's often a sign that someone else is trying to control you. Sign number 2. They twist your words and make you question your memory. This is called gaslighting. Gaslighting happens when someone makes you doubt your own perception of reality. It's one of the most damaging forms of manipulation because it attacks your confidence and your sense of truth. It usually sounds like this. You're remembering it wrong. That never happened. You're too sensitive. The goal is simple: to make you believe that your version of events can't be trusted. Over time, you start second-guessing yourself. You might even start apologizing for things you didn't do. You begin thinking, maybe it is my fault. I once heard a story about a woman whose partner constantly denied things he said. When she'd bring up hurtful comments, he'd tell her, "You're imagining things." After months of this, she stopped trusting her own memory. That's the power of gaslighting. It destroys your ability to believe yourself. If you ever find yourself feeling constantly confused, apologetic, or unsure about what really happened, it's time to pause. The problem might not be your memory. It might be manipulation. Sign number 3, they use kindness as a weapon. Not all manipulation looks negative. Sometimes it hides behind compliments, gifts, or favors. This is when someone gives you attention or praise not because they care, but because they want something in return. They might say things like, "You're the only one I can count on," or "You're so much better than everyone else." It feels good to hear those words, but once you stop giving them what they want, that kindness disappears. Suddenly, the person who is so nice becomes cold, distant, or angry. That's when you realize the truth. Their kindness wasn't genuine. It was a way to control you. It's like a spider's web, beautiful, gentle, and harmless at first, but once you get stuck in it, it's hard to escape. Real kindness doesn't come with strings attached. If someone's affection always feels like a trade, it's manipulation, not love. Sign number 4. They always play the victim. Some people are professional victims. No matter what happens, it's never their fault. They use their struggles, pain, or sadness as a tool to make you feel sorry for them. And once they have your sympathy, they use it to get what they want. You start helping them, defending them, even tolerating their bad behavior because you don't want to hurt them more. But real victims want solutions. Manipulators want sympathy. Imagine a coworker who never finishes their tasks and always says, "I'm just under so much pressure." You have no idea. You feel bad and end up doing their work for them. They act helpless, but in reality, they're controlling you through guilt and pity. When someone always has a sad story but never takes responsibility, it's a red flag. Constant victimhood isn't vulnerability, it's emotional control. Sign number 5. They create chaos and then act like the hero. This is one of the most sneaky forms of manipulation. Some people deliberately create drama, tension, or confusion just so they can step in later and save the day. They might stir up conflict, spread rumors, or twist facts, and then come in looking calm and reasonable, pretending to fix everything. By creating problems and then solving them, they position themselves as the hero. Everyone else looks unstable, while they appear in control. It's a way of saying, you need me, and once you believe that, they have power over you. If you notice someone who's always surrounded by chaos, but somehow never seems to be affected by it, be careful. They might not be solving the problems. They might be the one causing them. Let's quickly go over the 5 signs again. Number 1, they make you feel guilty for saying no. Number 2, they twist your words and make you question yourself. Number 3, they use kindness as a weapon. Number 4, they play the victim to gain control. And number 5, they create chaos and then act like the hero. If any of these sound familiar, it might be time to take a closer look at your relationships. Manipulation thrives on confusion. And once you can name it, you can stop it. Now let's talk about how to protect yourself. First, trust your gut. If something feels wrong, don't ignore that feeling. Manipulators want you to doubt your instincts because your intuition is your biggest defense. Second, set boundaries and stick to them. If someone truly respects you, they'll accept your boundaries. If they get angry or try to make you feel guilty, that tells you everything you need to know. Third, stop over-explaining yourself. Manipulators love when you justify your actions because it gives them more to twist. You don't need to explain every decision. A simple, I can't do that is enough. Fourth, keep emotional distance. You can care for people without letting them control you. Protect your peace. It's not selfish, it's healthy. And finally, don't play their game. If someone thrives on drama or pity, don't get pulled into their story. You can't win a game where the other person keeps changing the rules. Remember this, the goal of manipulation is to make you doubt yourself. So the cure is clarity, confidence, and self-respect. When you know who you are and what you stand for, no one can twist your reality. Recognizing manipulation doesn't mean you should stop trusting people. It means you start trusting yourself more. You don't have to build walls. You just have to learn who deserves access to you. Because your peace of mind is worth more than anyone's approval. Ask yourself right now and tell me in comment section. Have you ever been manipulated without realizing it? Have you ever felt guilty, confused, or pressured to do something you didn't want to do? Think about it. Awareness is the first step to taking your power back. If this helped you understand manipulation better, make sure you follow for more insights like this. Remember, your mind is your greatest power. Don't give it away. Stay aware, stay strong, and never let anyone control your story.